Hey, big steppers. I'm hearing somebody want peace with you now because they realize they losing the war against you. So we're going to cleanse these cards. We're going to hit this bell. And we're going to get into the message, big steppers. Let's see what the divine has to say. Top of the deck, it says they knew the consequences for what they did. So somebody knew that there could potentially be consequences if something went wrong or if they took a certain action and they did it anyway. Somebody crossed the line is what I heard. Yeah. You're entering a new level. You're walking into a new cycle, a new timeline, a new space, time, or dimension. Something is about to be different for you. I'm hearing new levels, new devils. So it's better to be prepared than not prepared at all. Big steppers. So make sure that you are staying prepared. You are handling things all on your own. So you're getting it done. You're entering a new level because you're doing what you gotta do. You're doing what needs to be done. I'm hearing you are doing what had to be done. You did what had to be done. And you're doing it on your own, without the help of anybody but the Most High, the divine, your angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides, and of course your higher self and your intuition. I'm hearing some of you had to realize that you could do it on your own, or you are realizing that you can do it on your own. It says going to pop up this week. So somebody's going to pop up on you this week. Somebody could reach out through social media, text message, phone call, email. It could be someone in your community, so they could try to like catch you while you out and about. But somebody's going to pop up this week. I don't know exactly who this person is. You're going to have to use your discernment. We'll get some more on that, the more cards that we pull. Okay? But somebody gonna pop up on you. It might be a pleasant surprise. It says every day they was doing something to you. So every single day, somebody was plotting on you, sending energy to you, fucking with you, disturbing you, being extremely invasive, attacking your confidence, insulting your intelligence, giving you a hard time. Somebody just wouldn't let up. And this could be the person that's going to pop up this week. It could be somebody who was constantly attacking you or constantly coming for you. Constantly trying to get under your skin. It says they feel like when you walked away, you put a spell or curse on them. It's just their karma for whatever they have done to you. So somebody thinks that you hexed or cursed them when you walked away. But in all honesty, in all reality, their life is a reflection of their actions. Their life is a reflection of the energy that they put out. Something is just coming back to someone. This could be someone who doesn't understand the laws of the universe. This could be someone who felt like they always got away. Somebody could be afraid of you because they think you hexed them when they're really getting karma. It says doing something different. Big steppers, big steppers, big steppers. So you've been doing something different, or you are about to do something different as you enter this new level. So you have entered this new level and you're doing something different. You've entered this new level and you have entered this new level and you are about to do something different. You could be switching it up. You could be changing your routine. You could be investing your time in something new, something different, something that makes you feel good. You could be stepping outside of the box, doing something that you don't normally do. They got the bubble guts now, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I cooked some spaghetti earlier, But as I was pulling cards, I felt myself starting to have gas, and I was thinking in my mind like, oh, no you don't, okay? Hold it, right? That's why, because somebody got the bubble guts, because as soon as I pulled this card, it went away. Somebody got the bubble guts. You got somebody's stomach turning in circles as you were handling things on your own. If you don't feel like you're handling things on your own right now, maybe you need to start handling things on your own. If you really want to make a motherfucker stomach turn. You doing something different got somebody's stomach in a bubble guts. They got the shits. I think I said this in a few videos ago, talking about how somebody could have literally shit their pants. It's all just because I ripped my pants. All right. Ripped pants can be significant. You could have ripped your pants for some of you. These cards are slipping. Look, they wanted revenge, but they don't no more. They wanted smoke, but now they don't. Oh, somebody got some sense now is what I heard. Ah, somebody got some sense now, huh? Yeah. It's about damn time. It's about time somebody came to their senses. Because smoke with you ain't what they want. Not on your worst day, not on their best. Your spirit guides are your shield. Somebody gonna try to pop up on you this week, or somebody is going to try to, because with this pop-up energy, it makes me feel like maybe send you something that's unexpected, or send you energy to have you in a situation where something happens unexpectedly. But whatever this is, whether this is a pleasant surprise or not, your spirit guides are your shield. Somebody who got the bubble guts, somebody who got the runny tummy, all right? They got the bubble guts because they know your spirit guides, your ancestors, and the Most High has your back. You could have told somebody, you know, that God don't play about you. You could have told somebody how protected you are and they thought something was a fucking joke. Joke's on them. Joke is on them. What else most time? Arguing in front of kids. Every day they was doing something to you. Came out. All right, arguing in front of kids. Every day they was doing something to you goes on top of arguing in front of kids. I'm seeing this a whole bunch of different ways, but I'm gonna first start off with saying it this way. Somebody could be trying to start an argument with you in front of your children, in front of other people's children, in front of their children. Your spirit guides are your shield, okay? But also this, every day they was doing something to you and arguing in front of kids. One half of this message, I feel like whoever this person was that was doing something to you every day, they could be now arguing with other people in front of children. Or this is someone who tried to start some shit with you in front of kids, or tried to do something to you in front of kids. Okay, you're gonna have to take that where it resonates, all right? This could have been somebody that you got into it with once before in front of a child, or your child, or their child. I try to stay away from people like that. Like, it's not them babies' business. It's not their business. Don't put them in that. Somebody wanted to have a trauma bond with you. Whoever this is that you walked away from, that feels like you hexed or cursed them, they wanted to have a trauma bond. They wanted to bond with you through mutual trauma. That's so unhealthy. Like, okay, we can talk about what we went through. We can exchange what we went through. We can be there for each other. But we cannot live in that. If we're not going to heal together, then we can't sit in this trauma together. Somebody wanted you to sit with them. They wanted you to sit with their toxicity. You could have dealt with a lot of toxicity, and they could have been toxic. And they could have also been toxic because they dealt with a lot of toxicity, and somebody wanted you to accept that. And this could have been the same person who you was arguing with in front of kids, or who's now arguing with someone in front of children. or somebody who tried to start some shit in front of kids. Like I got a couple of old home girls, right? Girls I'm not friends with no more that would do that. I'm talking about put on a whole show in front of them damn babies. 10:10 on the clock when I said that. Now, there are times where that shit is unavoidable. Well, a motherfucker try you and you just got it. But I feel like it's not their business. Because you place certain impressions on children when you do that in front of them. And they don't really know what's right from wrong. Their brains are still developing. They know what they're taught. They know what they see. What else? Yeah, they thought they was smarter than God. Yep. That's why they want peace now, because God showed up like who? God showed up like, I know you fucking lying. The God within you showed them that you not nobody to be fucking played with. They thought they was smarter than God, but then God flipped the whole situation around and had you move different, had you do something different. God was like, go about something this way. Go about something this way. Reach out to this person. Do this, that, and the third. Whatever the case may be. I don't know who needs to hear this. This is for somebody. This ain't for everybody, because I know how y'all are. So don't get to talking crazy in the comments. If it's not for you, keep it to your damn self, okay? Do candle work. Somebody needs to do candle work. It's a full moon right now. I realized in my last video that I said it was a full moon and I was trying to say Halloween, but that's because the video had came out the day of a full moon. So Spirit knew, right? Some of you guys need to do candle work. Get you some candles, light them up, black candles. Before you do anything, do protection work. Even if you just light one candle, one black candle or white candle or red candle, and write protection on it. Do you some protection work, even if it's prayer. But somebody needs to do candle work. Somebody is real good with candle work, or somebody like you can do candle work and you can make shit happen. That's what I'm trying to say. Do you some candle work. You have an undeniable impact. All right, well, since this says that you have an undeniable impact, does that mean that you making undeniable impacts around this motherfucker? That's why somebody got the bubble guts. Because you done impacted them. You done impacted their fucking solar plexus is what the fuck you did. You got their stomach twisting and turning. They thought they was smarter than God, and you turned around and made an impact on somebody's life, because to come in contact with you is to be in the presence of the Most High. Point blank, period. You are the change. You are the catalyst. Mama? Yes, baby. Okay. Masculine in his thoughts. There could be a masculine that's going to pop up this week for my masculines or my feminines. You've made an impression, an impact on some masculine. The masculine that's in his thoughts goes right up under your spirit guides or your shield, and they are going to pop up this week, okay? So somebody's in their head thinking about you, thinking about something that happened between y'all, maybe thinking about how things are going for them right now. I don't know what this is, but there's a masculine. It's going to be a masculine that's going to pop up this week that you've made some sort of undeniable impact on. Only looking for a good time. Only looking for a good time goes right beside masculine in his thoughts. So this could be a masculine that was very toxic. For my feminines, that was only just looking to have sex or play on your top. For my masculines, this could be someone who, you know, like maybe you grew up with this person, or you were close to this person, but they don't live the type of lifestyle that you live now. Only looking for a good time goes right up under arguing in front of kids, and every day they was doing something to you. So y'all just gonna have to put that where it resonates, or separate that where it needs to be separated. Yeah, but there's definitely gonna be somebody who's gonna try to pull you back in. Or somebody who's trying to pull you back in. Somebody who could be arguing in front of kids right now. Could be the person who was only looking for a good time. Maybe this is you, big steppers. Maybe you in the energy of you don't want nothing serious. It says breaking out of the bondage and the physical hell. So you broke out of something. You broke free. This goes right beside only looking for a good time. You could just be in this energy of wanting things to be light, fun, and carefree. That could be what this only looking for a good time is. But it could also be this masculine that's in his feelings, or this person who was arguing in front of kids with you, or who's now arguing in front of kids around somebody else, or this person who was doing something to you every day. Maybe somebody was doing something to you every day and you was just looking to have a friend, or looking to have a good time. And not a good time just like having sex, but a good time as in just being able to kick it and chill. But you were breaking out of some sort of bondage and physical hell, maybe with somebody who wanted to trauma bond with you, or maybe this person who wanted to trauma bond with you is watching you break out of a bondage and a physical hell while they feel like you done hexed them or cursed them. You could be worried about your finances. I'm seeing worried about your finances. So you could be worried about what's going to happen with your finances, big steppers. What else? Questioning if this person is a womanizer or not. You could be questioning if a woman or a man is in this player energy. But this goes right up under, okay, so you're entering a new level because you're doing something different. Or as you enter this new level, you're going to need to do something different. Somebody thought they was smarter than God, but they're finding out. And then there could also be someone where you're kind of questioning, like, should you trust this person or not? Right? Or this person who thought they was smarter than God is the person that you're questioning. Like, are they a player? Is this a player energy or a hoe with Jezebel? You could be questioning if somebody wants the same things as you. This could be past energy too. Past or present. Big steppers. Okay? But you are being led towards something life-changing because of the undeniable impact that you've had on others, because you are handling things on your own, or you're learning to handle things on your own. Somebody who got the bubble guts is also being led towards something life-changing. And if this person who you could be questioning if they are a player or somebody you could trust or not, they could be going through something life-changing too as well. You radiate. There's a confidence about you, even when you don't feel confident. The divine wants you to remain confident. And even when you don't feel confident, know that you radiate. Know who you are. Know who you are at your core, beyond, past all the layers, past all the narratives, right? It's like you knowing who the divine wants you to be secure in who you are. Because a lot of people are being led towards something life-changing, whether it's on a scale of karma or dharma. This masculine that's in his thoughts, they could be in their thoughts because of how confident that you are, because of how shielded that you are, who's going to try to pop up this week. You got me feeling so crazy. You are a perfect fit for someone. So someone thinks you are a perfect fit for them. It goes right up under only looking for a good time. So that maybe there could be someone who was only looking for a good time and now they see you as a perfect fit. Maybe this is the same person who was doing something to you over and over again, or who was arguing in front of kids, or y'all was arguing in front of kids. Somebody looks at you as a perfect fit because of how you radiate. They see in you what you don't even see in yourself. Or they see in you what you think they don't see in you. We got a lot going on, big steppers. Somebody could be trying to block your memories. Hold on, y'all. Let me take me another elderberry pill, because my nose starting to run. And I'm just now getting rid of the cough for real. Like, hold it. Hold the fuck up. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. What else? Give me one more. Capricorn. You could be a Capricorn. A Capricorn could be involved. A Capricorn could feel like you are a perfect fit, or you are this Capricorn. You could be breaking out of a bondage or a physical hell. All right, this could be this Capricorn that wanted to have a trauma bond with you, or a Capricorn who feel like you put a spell or a curse on them because you walked away. Let's get just one more overall to see what the divine might want you to be aware of, that you might not be aware of, what they want to give you clarity on or confirmation on. Most High. It says, wishing you would fail because they know you can achieve anything that you put your mind to. That's all they can do is wish, big steppers. These motherfuckers want peace for real in real life because their lives are being turned upside down. And even if you feel like that it's not, or even if you feel like that you're still warring, just know if it has not already happened, it's happened. It's going to happen. Have you met a bitch yet that crossed you and didn't get their ass whooped? I haven't. They will get their karma. They will get what they put out. It take a minute for justice to roll out sometimes. It take a minute for the divine to snatch somebody to fuck up. It take a minute for somebody to fuck up one too many times. It take a minute for the people around them to see them for who they are. It take a minute for a motherfucker to get caught slipping. I know sometimes you might get tired of hearing about how something's gonna happen or something's happening and you feel like nothing's happening. I was once there too. I remember years ago the divine was telling me they was whooping my enemy's ass and I was like, you don't feel like it. But now look, I can stand here today and say, oh, okay. Like, y'all was out there whooping ass, or I wouldn't be here right now. If y'all wasn't out there whooping ass, yeah, because you are moving into a time of reclamation spiritually. You are reclaiming something spiritually. Look, they want your spiritual protection. I knocked the deck down on accident. You're reclaiming something, and they want what you got. Because somebody not satisfied with who they worked with, who they teamed up with, who they left you for, who they partnered up with, who they groomed. So the divine wants you to know they wishing that you would fail. Because they know that you can achieve anything that you put your mind to. But there is absolutely nothing that they can do. I'm hearing they can look, but they can't touch. They can look, but they cannot touch. Let's get a card from the chakra deck. Matter of fact, hold on. I'm going to pull a card from the chakra deck and then I'm going to grab a card from this other deck. I'm not going to read the chakra card until after I get through, but we got the throat chakra and it talks about self-expression. Focus on self-expression, expressing yourself. Look, they both in blue. They know that you're going to achieve anything you put your mind to, so they just wish and hoping that you fail, that you make a mistake, that you give up, that you quit, that you feel like you're not good enough, that you feel like you're not worthy enough, that you don't be confident enough, that you be cautious, that you be fearful. Not cautious, but fearful. Be in fear. Be afraid. Let's get some on this. They wanting you to fail because they know that you can achieve anything that you put your mind to. Doing drugs in reverse. This is not a joke. This is real deal reality. Doing drugs in reverse make me think about somebody numbing something. Somebody like wanting to escape from something. In reverse, it makes me think of reality as it is. You're seeing things clearly. They know. They know there's nothing they'll be able to do no matter how hard they try. And they keep trying. Let them. They depressed as fuck. They depressed as fuck that you know what's up. Yeah, they in their feelings real bad. Real fucking bad. Because they don't have the leverage that they thought they had over you. Whoever this is, they don't have the power that they thought they had over you. They don't have the influence that they thought they had on you. Putting on a show, everybody sees somebody was just playing a role, and you do too. Somebody wasn't keeping it real. They wasn't being honest. They wasn't being true. They was just playing a role. Somebody was putting on for you and putting on for everybody around them. Yeah, police. They could be getting caught up, going to jail. This could be somebody you had, you had to call the folks on them, but I just feel like they're being judged. There's a judgment on someone's life for putting on this motherfucking show. They're being faced with consequences, is what I heard. As you are being guided, pay attention to your dreams. You're being guided towards healing. You're being guided to follow your intuition. Somebody led themselves right into judgment. Look, they don't want to fight no more. Fighting for what you love in reverse. They don't want to fight no more, these fake ass friends. Copycat assholes and niggas. They don't want it. They don't want it with you. They don't. What else? Yeah, because everything is falling apart. Everything is falling into pieces. It's crumbling. It's crumbling real bad. Look, game over. Game is over. Game is over. Sex shop came out too, but game over fell out on top of it. Something is a wrap. 26:26 on the clock when I said that. Something is a wrap. It's a done deal. Yeah. They thought they put on a good show too. They did. They gave the divine something to look at, your ancestors something to look at. All right? Look, somebody looking at you realizing you're not the problem. You ain't the problem for real. You never was. It was their own perception or someone else's perception. All it took was patience. Because, baby, you got help from above. Point blank, period, big steppers. You got help from above. Let's get one card out of this deck. Beauty. Something about that's that, you radiate. There's a confidence about you even when you don't feel confident. I'm going to get one more to clarify this beauty. But I think this is also talking about really seeing yourself for who you are. Really loving on yourself. We got beauty and we got home. I think I pulled home yesterday, and it talks about how do you recreate home. Are you recreating home based off of like how you was raised? Do you want somebody to show up for you based off of neglect? Like, what was it saying? It was saying something like, sometimes we expect certain things out of others because of like the traumas that we went through with our parents. And we got to make sure that we're not building these types of relationships. But I think this beauty is talking about you radiating, and this home is just talking about your foundation, but yourself, your vessel, right? The self-expression. Light a blue candle, listen to throat chakra frequency music. It says the passion felt in me cannot help but be expressed as I use my voice to put my message, wisdom, and teachings out into the world. What I have to say is important, and I will say it. And I'll make myself heard as my heart and soul expressed through my body, eyes, and voice. I speak up. So the divine wants you to speak up. The divine wants you to express yourself. The divine wants you to put yourself out there. Say what you gotta say. Do what you need to do. Be creative, be yourself. That's all that matters. What is this? Is this the fucking Hierophant? This is the High Priestess in the spirit realm. Where you stand in the spirit realm is the High Priestess. Not you getting your crown. Not your crown being straightened. It talks about wisdom combined with intellectual guidance. Seeking the whole truth. So spiritually, you've been seeking the whole truth. Not the half truth. The whole truth. Let me see what this looks like for you in the physical realm. Wow, big steppers. You're in this High Priestess energy, High Priestess or High Priest energy in the spirit realm. That's beautiful. And happy full moon, you guys. What does this look like for the big steppers in the physical? Ah, hell. Hold on, y'all. My cards is upside. Okay. Yep, my cards is upside down. Let's do it again. The Three of Cups came out in reverse, but my deck was in reverse. So this could look like lies, gossip, jealousy. It could look like, you know, people you can't trust, snakes in your fucking circle. Okay, it could look like third-party situations. The Queen of Cups, it looks like you following your intuition. The Queen of Cups is a seer. She's very intuitive. She's very compassionate. She's very empathetic. She's very loving. She's very caring. She's very kind, but she nurtures herself. What it looks like for you is pouring into yourself, working on your healing. Maybe you work with water, something about water. Being really tapped into your emotions and honoring your emotions is what I'm hearing. You're going to get a card from the 𝚑𝚎𝚑𝚎 deck, and then I'm going to let you go because this one's going to be not that long. I think what I needed to say is said. 𝚑𝚑𝚧𝚎s, where do the big steppers stand? We got the Knight of Discs. That's the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, that's progress. Slow and steady win the race, baby. Slow and steady win the race. The Knight of Discs. It says the Knight's power comes from being present in the moment and working from there. They see what's going on and are instantly making minor adjustments to their actions and plans in order to ensure success. Their patience and hard work are a wonder to behold. It says this person walks a line between ordered growth and chaotic growth. If they get too focused on the end result or too lost in themselves, then their work will be spoiled. They require patience and a somewhat zen attitude in order to continue their work properly. Whatever they are working on will be a success, but the timeline is measured in seasons, not days or weeks. It talks about success in time, needing to roll with what is beyond your control, physically demanding times that require rest. Okay, so it's about success and needing to roll with what is beyond your control, and then physically demanding times that require rest. You might need to get you some rest. The solution says, do not lose control, do not drink liquor, attend to your fitness, and listen to music that heals your soul. I hope it resonates.